In the summer of 480 BCE, a storm of war rolled into Greece. An empire was coming, vast, relentless, and unstoppable. The Persian king Xerxes had assembled one of the largest armies the world had ever seen. By land and by sea it marched west, aiming to crush the scattered city-states of Greece under the weight of its power. But at a narrow mountain pass called Thermopylae, the Hot Gates, a stand would be made. Not by thousands, but by a few. Leading them was Leonidas, king of Sparta. At his side, 300 Spartan warriors, trained from childhood to fight and die with honor. They were joined by several thousand allies from other Greek regions, Thespians, Thebans, and others, all willing to resist the Persian tide. They chose their battlefield wisely. Thermopylae was a bottleneck, a place where numbers mattered less. The Persian army, perhaps 100 times larger, would be forced to fight face to face, and so for 3 days the Greeks held the line. The Spartans fought not with fear, but with discipline. Side by side, shield to shield, they formed a wall of bronze and will. Persian waves crashed against them, archers, cavalry, elite soldiers known as the Immortals. But the line did not break. Stories say Leonidas fought like a lion, cutting down enemies until his spear shattered, then switching to sword, then bare hands. But betrayal would decide the battle. A local Greek named Ephialtes revealed a hidden path through the mountains. The Persians took it and circled behind the defenders. Leonidas knew what it meant. He dismissed most of the allies, sparing them for future battles. But the Spartans remained. Alongside them, 700 Thespians chose to stay and die by their side. On the final day, surrounded and outnumbered, they fought to the last man. Arrows darkened the sky, spears splintered, blood soaked the earth, and when the dust cleared, the Persians had won the pass. But they had not won the war. Thermopylae was a defeat, yes, but also a message that freedom was worth dying for, that courage could echo louder than conquest. In the months that followed, the Greek resistance rallied. At Salamis, at Plataea, they drove the Persians back. And it began at a narrow pass where a few stood against many. Today, the story of the 300 lives on, in books, in legend, in stone. But it wasn't just Spartans who stood there. It was a coalition of the brave, of men who chose death over submission. Thermopylae wasn't just a battle, it was a flame, small but unyielding, that lit the fire of resistance. And its glow still burns in the heart of every story where the few defy the many.